An old head listens to Baby Keem's Casino. What's up, words? Your boy Challz Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe. Hit notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CO BMG. Join that membership. And all you buying that merch down below. Gang, listen. So me, I'm the old head. I'm the guy that's going to listen to Baby Keem's Casino. I got a lot to talk about with this album, gang. First things first. The reason I'm calling myself the old head, because I am technically an old head. I do this for a living, but I am an old head that listens to music from an old head state of mind. The simple fact of the matter is, if you watch this channel for a while, you know that I talk about a lot of things, all things hip-hop. But I mainly only talk about legacy acts. Let's just be honest. Even if you say Challz, you sit there, you talk about J. Cole, Drake, you talk about Kendrick. Well, guys, at this point, these guys have been in the business for over 15 years. These guys are becoming and have been legacy acts for a while. Just like I talk about Jay-Z, I talk about Jim Jones, I talk about Ja Rule, I talk about a lot of artists. But I don't really talk about 25-year-old artists, gang. I'm just going to be honest. I don't really talk about a lot of 25-year-old artists, and that's because I don't listen to a lot of 25-year-old artists. I don't listen to a lot of young artists, period. I listen to them sometimes, right? But I'll listen to a single, a song here and there, right? Some of them do good work. Some of them catch my ear. Some of them make me want to hear more, and I'll listen to more. But I typically do not go and follow them and start to play their music because a lot of times it don't match up with what I want to hear. I'm just gonna be honest with you now. You're going to say, Challz, surely you've heard Baby Keem. You've heard of Kendrick's cousin, right? I'm sure you've already been up on the melodic blue and this, that, and the third, whatever else he got going on, right? Gang, I'm going to be honest with you. I like Keem. I like his features. I've never sat and listened to a full Baby Keem album. Shaggy. Guys, I repeat this all the time. I don't know if you guys are hearing me. It takes me a long time to put someone on my radar for real, for me to start listening to your projects and critiquing you and doing reviews about you and actually wanting to know what's going on in your world. Like, I'm the guy that don't want young guys on Drink Champs. I'm that guy, gang. I'm that guy. I'm that staunch guy that's like, listen, they're not hip-hop enough. They haven't done enough in this culture, right? So you know where I stand with this culture, and a lot of guys have to do more to get there, right? Let's just be honest. I'm like, Kodak Black was too young to be on Drink Champs, and look how it worked out. So I'm that guy, right? I'm the shaking his fist at the kids on the lawn playing football. I respect what they do, and I want them to grow up to be really good ballers, but I'm not going to sit in the window and watch them play, okay? Now, this is the very first Baby Keem album I have listened to in full. I've liked what I've heard. I like all the features he does. I like him as an artist. I like his attitude. He's not out here causing a lot of trouble trying to be in a mix. Don't see him on Twitter retweeting, and I don't see him on Instagram hitting like on a whole lot of shit. This guy minds his business like his big cousin. Dude been gone for about 4 or 5 years. People been looking for homie, and I've been looking for homie. I've been excited about it because I seen him come out on the show. I seen him. Kendrick brought him out on GNX 1 or 2 of those nights, and the story's just a great story. Right? To have your little cousin, gang, like everybody got a little cousin, but to have him to come out, to not be a clone of you, but to be as good as you are to a degree and to follow in your footsteps and be worthy, right? Baby Keem is one of them guys you can't hit him with the nepotism. They like to hit him with that, oh, he wouldn't have got Black Panther without his cousin. Okay, and this, that, and the third, but at the end of the day, if the guy got talent, he got the talent, right? Like they say in the business, does he have the chops? Homeboy got the chops, and he's earning he's earning them muscles, right? Old heads like me, you know, old niggas like me, ain't no waxy maxis, ain't no record store to go get the CDs at. Well, shit, I'm not gonna get the CD then. We are stuck in our ways, and for us to come out of our mind frame and go, actually, instead of putting on that old ass Nas or putting on Big Daddy Kane or some old shit, to actually go and say, Baby Keem, what's this shit? All right, fuck it. I'll give it a shot. For us to give you a shot, you got to actually be doing something for a while. It ain't one record. It ain't two. It's quite a few, right? A lot of my old heads are coming around. Let's be honest. It took us to come around to Kendrick, but we did, right? When Kendrick was when he was still K-Dot, this, that, and the third, a lot of us was side-eyeing. We wasn't ready, but we gave him a shot. And as he proved that he belonged there. And after a couple of years, it's going to be hard as shit to find an old head who don't mess with him. Just going to be honest. But that took time, and Baby Keem is right there at the perfect time for us to start saying, cuz kind of spitting. Right? You know how niggas in the barbershop, they don't give you no damn, ain't no fucking free rides. You gotta earn that shit. You gotta be like, cuz gotta hear you 7, 8, 9, 10 times, kill it all them times, and then he be like, yo, young boy low-key killing shit. Young boy kind of spitting. So we there now. Young boy kind of spitting, right? I know you like, Challz, are you serious? You talk all this hip-hop shit? You talk like you're a fucking like hip-hop master. But gang, what? I talk about shit that has proven its test of time. Baby Keem right now, believe it or not, and I got an article I'm gonna read from, and you guys are making me do something I haven't done in years. I have a whole other channel. I haven't posted a review on that channel in at least 3 years. But what I did with this Baby Keem, I went song for song, right? I used to go on that channel. This is why I stopped doing that. I started doing this. I started doing commentary because my reviews would be so full of the commentary. People like the commentary more than the song that I was talking, the album I was talking about. So I was like, you know what? The commentary is easy. The reviews, I got to listen to the shit 4, 5 times and write down all this shit. But today, I went song for song. I wrote down my thoughts on each song, and I'm going to give you a quick gist. So I am going to do a review, which I have not done in a very long time, okay? But all of that being said, it take a while for guys like me to want to sit down, pen to paper, and review your shit. And listen to your shit and say whether it's good. Well, I know I went a long roundabout way to say this album is excellent. All right, so for the people that's like, come on, Pops, you still talking, skip forward to 6:29 and click that and say this album is excellent. Baby Keem got a smacker, gang, right? Baby Keem put a really nice quality album. You guys don't need to hit up, those are the classics out there. We don't need to have no classic conversation, right? The simple fact of the matter is, this is a very good album. Right? To me, I can't call people's stuff a classic if I never heard the other shit. So I'm not gonna sit and be like, it's a classic. I don't know if this is a classic, but I know this is a really good album to me. This will hit my rotation, and this will make my best 25 of the year, my year-end list. This will 100% be on there. Now, how high it will be? It will be very high. At the moment, let me just make, before I say this shit, at the moment, this would be #1 at the top of the list, but it's a long year, gang. We only in February. A lot of shit coming out. I just told you yesterday, Jay-Z somewhere lurking around. I believe that he about to drop an album, his goddamn self. So Jay-Z might be in there lurking around for that #1 spot. Kendrick about to drop, and not for nothing, your boy Iceman supposed to be dropping. So there's a lot coming out that I got to review, gang, okay? Probably won't hear Iceman, but everything else, yeah. So end of the day, this Baby Keem album is a excellent introduction to me for old heads such as myself, right? You be like, Challz, why you keep calling yourself an old head? You're so with it, right? I get it. I understand. But end of the day, my ear is a certain way, and I like really good music. It don't gotta have a new school feel. It don't gotta have an old school feel. It gotta have an original feel. Gotta be organic. You gotta be saying something. You gotta be saying something. There goes that word. You gotta have some substance, right? This whole thing we've been talking about for a week with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne ain't got no substance. We gotta redefine substance because Wayne has a certain level of substance too, right? So we gotta redefine that. And I got a video that I'm working on that I'm gonna think this thing through about substance. But Baby Keem's album is full of substance. This casino thing from beginning to end, and he's conscious of this. Me being a lyricist, I know that this guy, before he goes too far, 2 or 3 lines in, he gotta come back down to earth. This guy not gonna give you a whole record of nonsense metaphors and similes and all this shit, all these extra these superficial bars. He checks himself as he's writing. He'll get 8 bars in, check himself. So he's not going to just give you braggadocious rhymes all the way through. He's going to hit you with some substance. What I'm starting to feel like, I believe Baby Keem, I'm about to coin a new term for Baby Keem's lyrics. And I think he drops a lot of mom lyrics, right? And when I say dad lyrics, is not that. Mom lyrics is remorseful stuff about mom. These confessions about what his mom did, and they're remorseful, and he's saying them out loud to the world. These affirmations of what mom is going to be and what mom was, and this, that, and the third. You know I love pain music, so you have me half the battle with me is pain music, because that's all I write. Most of the shit I write when I'm not doing some braggadocious, fuck the mic up shit. Rappers are allowed to do both. You can do pain music, then come back on your red man shit. You can be Black Thought and do both, right? So he hits you with pain music, and I'm starting to call his stuff mom lyrics, because a lot of his stuff is directed at his mom, not the Eminem way, right? Not the I'm sorry, mom, not that, right? Not in the Eminem way where I hate that bitch Debbie. Like, no, not that. It's more of a he's almost in the documentary. You see him little. It's almost him looking at mom through those eyes, and he understands her. As he grew older, when he was younger, he didn't understand her. And he was very, very, he was torn apart by the things she was doing. But as he got older, he realized why she was doing them. So these mom lyrics have a place in here, and I like where he placed them, and I like what he did with his album, right? So a lot of people are debating this, that, and the third. I can't get no Baby Keem debates because I told you I didn't listen to Baby Keem before this. I listened to verses here and there, and I like everything I've heard from him. I like what he's done with Kendrick. I like the videos. I like Homeboy's creative. He's representing PGLang. Kendrick did the smart thing by having him sign with him. But at the end of the day, I can't sit here and have these long-winded conversations about Baby Keem because I'm literally discovering him as we speak. So I know that sounds crazy. Some of you people are like slapping your forehead like, ay, you motherfucker never heard Baby Keem. No, nigga, get over it. I never listened to the whole album, but I listened to this one. And I want to have this conversation. First thing I want to do, I want to read this article by Caroline Fisher on Hot New Hip Hop because she discusses the album and what's going on the first day. Just in case some shit I might not get to or might miss, then I'll have my review. Let me read this article. Fans agree Baby Keem's Casino was worth the wait by Caroline Fisher. Today, Baby Keem dropped off his long-awaited sophomore album Casino with features from Kendrick Lamar, Too Short, and more. See, that's the other thing. I like when the younger artists play nice with the older guys. There's no reason for him to go get Too Short, but he got him anyway. Too Short is a legend. That's a legacy act, right? I've heard a lot of Too Shorts. I was there. A lot of you guys, his age right now is what I was when Too Short was talking about, bitch, I kept talking shit. Motherfuck you, damn shitty head bitch. I was that age. I was 25. I was his age when Too Short was kicking that, like 19, when Too Short was talking about that shit, right? So, end of the day, you're talking 35, 40 years, 35 years ago when I was rocking with Too Short. Now, Baby Keem had the wherewithal to go get Short Dog, and I'm going to talk about that record. This whole thing is a good body work. I believe it's 11 songs, unless I miss one, but it's a quality project. Let me continue. And if you're new to this channel, gang, and you don't know why the hell I'm talking so long, this is what I do, gang. I talk. This is my channel. I do commentary. Some of y'all motherfuckers like, homeboy still ain't get to the... No, nigga, you just wait around. Just hold on, God damn it. Let me continue. Today, Baby Keem finally unleashed his highly anticipated sophomore album, Casino. Fans have been waiting for the LP since the California-born artist dropped his debut, The Melodic Blue, all the way back in 2021, all the way back in oh my God, so far ago. Needless to say, they were eager to hear what the 25-year-old had up his sleeve. The project boasts features from the likes of Too Short, Che E Crew, Sam Du, and Momo Boy. Salute to them, they all did well. His cousin Kendrick Lamar even joins him for 2 tracks, Good Flirts and House Money. Both good tracks. This is a quality project, gang. I don't know if he got an A&R, and I don't know if somebody's gotten him like, no, not that record. I don't know if he's got, I'm gonna believe that he's gotten himself, and they're just giving him the thumbs up or thumbs down. He look out the booth, and they just go like this, or they go like this. But I think he's doing his own thing, and I think he's putting together a real good project, and he got a really good, solid team around him. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna let him come up with no fuck shit anyway. It's too much on the line, right? Ain't this the only PGLang released without Kendrick as the goddamn only artist? So yeah, it's a lot on the line. So he got a good team. They're gonna shape and mold him. Let me continue. So far, social media users have been mostly positive. Many are impressed with calling this summer Baby Keem's best work yet. And I got a feeling this is his best work because what I've heard, this seems like it's just a I don't know if I'm gonna say pantheon. I don't know, but this is just better than what I've heard. It's as good, if not better. Like I said, I never listened to a whole album, but I did hear a lot of stuff here and there. And I think this has to be. He's just elevating himself. Let me continue. Yet others are questioning whether or not it was worth the 5-year wait. People need something to question. They need something to talk about, right? You know what I'm saying? What would it be without yin and yang? It is what it is. Quote, Baby Keem is so emotionally vulnerable that entire album, one listener on Twitter wrote. Dog, this Baby Keem album is actually so good, another claims. Someone else says, Baby Keem really waited 5 years to drop that mid-ass album. This is somebody that probably got a problem with their team anyway. So you got to understand what you're dealing with. This probably not a fan of his. This is somebody that just came in to say some shit because he's on the other side, right? That other side, right? So we're not even naming who the other side is. We're not even getting into none of that. But let me continue. The release of Casino follows the release of 3 Boo Man documentaries, which were posted on YouTube in the days leading up to the big drop. They're about the making of the album and feature some valuable insight from Kendrick about Baby Keem's creative evolution. I watched Boo Man 1 and 2, and I got Boo Man 3 queued up to watch. I'm going to watch that too. I feel like you got to kind of watch them to understand this the album. I think they're perfectly done. I got a lot of good footage. He's doing this the right way. This is the artsy fartsy way to do it, and it's beautiful. This is how you should do it. Most rappers, a lot of rappers should consider this. For us to get an inside track on your story will give us a better image and view of what you're trying to do with the album, right? Let me continue. They're about the making of the album and feature some valuable insight from Kendrick about Baby Keem's creative evolution. Quote, was I surprised? No, I wasn't surprised, he said of Baby Keem going from producer to rapper. You know why? Because it started off with beats. And I was like, okay, I see what went down here. When I think of gamers, it just makes sense. You have to be locked into sound and tech. It all goes hand in hand. So when he started first sending me beats and shit, I was like, okay, I can see you do this. He was really good. And that, I believe, is Kendrick talking about Baby Keem. A lot of people that put their younger cousin on, this is like Dr. Dre when he put on Warren G. The younger cousin got to be almost 10 times better, because I'm not just going to risk my name putting on my little man's or my little cousin or my little brother, right? So they have to really hold their own, and they're going to have to prove it even harder than a dude walking in off the street. I guarantee you Warren G had to do way more convincing of Dr. Dre than Snoop did. Right? So this is how it is. I'm sure Baby Keem went through a whole lot of vetting process from his big cousin, right? We used to be eating Thanksgiving dinner every year. So I'm not just going to put you on, right? I'm not just going to do that. I've seen you in your underwear. I'm not just putting you on. Let me continue. Twitter reacts. What I was surprised, this is from another person on Twitter reacting. What I was surprised at was when he started rapping. Oh, no, this is Kendrick. I'm sorry. I don't know why that says that. What I was surprised at was when he started rapping, Kendrick continued. I was like, damn, you actually good at this too. That threw me for a loop because he understood melodies and patterns more than any young cat I've heard. And just like Kendrick said, young cats don't always understand this. I believe that a lot of factors have led to them getting a lot of dumbed down and watered down music. We're actually just getting a renaissance in the last 5 years, and that's due to Kendrick not conforming and bringing out quality music that the young people could actually hear and be like, that's not what I'm accustomed to. Because they had a wave, gang. They had an influx of a lot of trap and drill music. For a time, it was bad. It was awful. They were just slapping these songs together, throwing these goofy, really retarded lyrics on it, and it became trash. And what happened, a lot of the older guys that want to stay relevant started to copycat that and wanted to do it. And for a time, it was good for them because their numbers were there. Well, you see the numbers ain't there no more. They got a lot of stories of guys using bots and flopping and doing this, that, and the third. Can't fill out these venues. There's a lot going on because the times are changing, right? So now we got a guy and his team and a lot of other guys are following suit. Like I've been saying, it's some of the best hip-hop in years. Like I did that top 25 list. I have some of the best albums of 25. If you go back in my videos, I have some of the best albums that came out that last year. And we had a really good year. It was a lot going on. And I got a feeling this year going to be just as good, if not better. So I want to do this because I don't do this much often anymore, because I don't take time to break albums down or even try to talk about them that much. I'll give the whole picture as a whole. But with this one, I want to go song for song. I was really impressed with this album, I'm going to be honest. It's very cohesive. It ain't too long, right? I'm not naming no names, but there's some other albums that came out that are way too long, okay? But this one is very concise. Didn't need nothing else. Even if you wanted to put another track on here, it would have been fine because you don't feel like it's rushed. It's a 36-minute album, and the songs keep moving. Even if they are 4 minutes long, they don't feel like it. I think they put some time and effort into this. So let me read this review that I threw together. My handwriting crazy, so some of this stuff gonna be whatever. I might chop through it and mess up some shit, but it is what it is. Track 1, No Security. I found it to be a melancholy sample, a melodic bass line, no kick and snare, very retrospective lyrics, remorseful lyrics, right? Some more of them mom lyrics that I like to say. It was a very strong way to start the album. I thought that it was it let us know who he was really quickly. Like, if you've never listened to him, this is kind of like that Meek Mill verse, right? With the Dreams and Nightmares or whatever you want to call it. This is a very strong verse. It has no kick and snares, just like it's him speaking over something that really gives you time to just think about what he's saying and lets you focus on the wordplay, what he's giving you. He's not trying to be the best rapper. He's trying to be the best him, and I like that. Track 2 is Casino. It's a hard-driving beat, a grinding, synth-heavy 808, up-tempo, assertive lyrics. I really think that this is a strong track 2. Some people get off to a bad start, and their track 2s are ugly. I thought this one was good. I really like that he's not afraid to be a rapper, right? Rappers talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. They'll rap about some chick, then they'll rap about being homeless. He'll do them both seamlessly, and the whole record. Because back in the day, I'm gonna be honest, you used to have to really focus. And if the record was about this, your rhyme was about this, you kept it in that lane. You didn't switch back. Yeah, my mom used to abandon me and then get back on some braggadocious shit. It don't work like that. What we used to do was, if it was an up-tempo record, we wouldn't say nothing depressing in it at all. You can't. But now it's easy to flow and do both and do it all and be all in one MC. And I like that he's able to switch lanes and still give you pieces of himself. Let me continue. Track 3, Birds and the Bees. It's the video game keys. I found it like a video game-ish, like a Casio keyboard, repetitive refrain. I liked it. I thought it flowed in well when the beat drops in. It has an emotional chorus, if that's the same one that I'm looking at. It has a reflective vocals, seemingly speaking on past female liaisons, things of that nature. I thought it was a cool record. I like all of these records. So again, he's flowing, and it doesn't come off corny. It comes off different. It comes off organic. You feel like a guy reaching for new flows, and he's achieving them. And it sounds like a young nigga just being a young nigga. It is what it is. Let me continue. Number 4, Good Flirts, featuring Kendrick and Momo Boyd. Salute to Momo Boyd. I found her. I'm going to be following her and figuring out what she does. They introduced me to a new artist. I like what's going on, all right? So I found it to have a rim shot snare with a 2000-ish sample break, like that sample break feels like some shit back in the day, that in the early 2000s, where they was bouncing those Nelly-ish type of little breaks and shit. I thought it was catchy, melodic. The harmonies were riding the almost new schoolish, like I said, new schoolish, meaning early 2000s, and around that time when they was coming out with the Bow Wow shit, this and that and third. It has that kind of feel to it, right? Momo sounds good. It's a very, Momo sounds amazing. It's a very good song to me. I like Kendrick on here. He's talking this sexy, talking this, that, and the third, and I felt that it was creative. I don't know what they're trying to debate online about him and J. Cole use the same I used to love her. They brought that back, that line about that. People are debating if he's using that, trying to respond to J. Cole. I think they just, both of them, I never knew a love like this from that's not from I Used to Love Her. I think that's from The Light, right? And Common said that, and they both paid homage to him. But within 2 weeks, people got all worked up about it. I think this record, he made it a while ago. I don't think it has anything to do with J. Cole using it on the fall off. I think they just two guys that love the game, and the music made them feel the same way. Both of them feel the same way. It is what it is. All right, good record. I thought it was a quality track, and no misses yet for me. It is what it is. All right, let me continue. Track 5 is Honey Money, if I spelled that right, whatever. It's a hard-ass bass drop, a heavy drum pattern, repetitive flute and slap snare, brass rhymes. Kendrick's hook is catchy and it works. Nothing on here is trash to me. I feel like everything I'm hearing is good, it's quality, and I feel like he's mixing it up. He's putting features in there. He's not doing everything himself. He's not doing all the heavy lifting, but he's giving you enough of himself to make you feel like this is his work. It don't feel like it's a feature. It feels like his ideas, and he's bringing in people, which makes albums stronger when you can get quality people to come in and do what they do under the guise of what you ask them to do. So salute and kudos. Be 5 songs in on an 11-track album. That is pretty damn good, okay? Number 6, I Am Not a Lyricist. So let me, forthcoming 6 and 8 are, to me, 2 of the strongest songs on here as far as what I like to listen to, right? These mom lyrics, this pain music. I think track 6 and track 8 are two of the best songs I've heard in a long time. I Am Not a Lyricist. It's a powerful groove pattern. It's introspective. Andre 3000 flow. I'm telling you, I had to listen to like 8 or 9 bars to realize that it wasn't Andre 3000. I was like, is this fucking, did he get an Andre feature? But it's an Andre 3000 flow. I think another song on here is inspired by Andre too. I'm going to get to that later. But it's a muted kick with a cool rim shot, right? Piano keys are haunting. I think that this is it's a deep, what they like to say is a deep song, right? It's a good track. It's a filler track, but not in a bad way. I like this record. Me personally, I really enjoy when this song comes on. I will be playing this song. I'm not a person, and I said this before, I'm not a person who goes in and listen to an album one time and then make a playlist from 3 of the songs and move on, never hear it again. If I don't like the whole album, I probably won't play it again. I like this whole album, so I like to start shit. And that's a problem with me because I like to start shit from track 1. So if I get to track 4, then I go and do some other shit, and I come back 2 days later want to hear the shit again, I'm starting from track 1 like a damn moron. So it's like unless it saves it from where I was at. But other than that, if I haven't heard the album for a while, I started track 1. So I'm just gonna let whole albums play. Some old school shit, old head shit, gang. It's always an old head. End of the day, let me continue. Track 7, Sex Appeal featuring Too Short, right? To me, I felt it as like stripper music, okay? And at the end of the day, what the fuck you gonna bring Too Short in if you're not doing some stripper shit, okay? It's repeating vocal blast sample adds to the mood. It has a late 90s West Coast vibe to it. Short does his job. He brought him in to be a West Coast icon, and he did his job. I like track 7. Like, again, there's no misses for me, but I'm very eclectic. I like all these sounds, and when I hear them, I can identify what they are, and I can feel if I like them or not. There are no misses. Let me continue. Number 8, Highway 95 Part 2. That is the song that I say was one of the 2 strongest or songs on for old head anyway that I like the best. So I dig that one. I was very impressed with that one. It has a flow, a flat low kick, a sharp rim shot, sad melancholy verses. It's a reflective track to me. I felt that here we go again with the pain music and the mom lyrics, but I like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom passed and I have all kind of feelings about that, but I like to hear other people express what's going on with their mom. It's very it's a good thing to cleanse you. You understand? So it has a bouncy low bass synth with sporadic pianos. It's like daydream music, and you can just sit, kind of drift away. You can put it in the background, do what you're doing in the house, and it'll be there, and it'll give you inspiration in the background. I like it. So that's 8 tracks. Number 9, Circus Freestyle. Me, I tell you all the time, I like hard-ass lyrics. I don't give a fuck what you say, as long as you saying it good. I like niggas cursing. I don't give a fuck what you think. I like hard-ass shit with unapologetic, and this is that. If you adding freestyle at the end of this shit, it got to be hard-ass anyway. So Circus Freestyle is an energetic, electric-sounding song, unapologetic rhymes about being young with no fear. That's my opinion. I feel like it has a 60s symphonic sample. Feel like something out of the 60s with that those strings and those chords down the third. That's what I got from it. It's a crazy dope record. It's featuring Che, E-Crew, and oh no, I'm sorry, that's not that one. That's the next one. I don't think there's no features on it. I don't even know what song Sam, because I didn't see it in there. Sam Do is on, so I apologize to Sam Do. I'm not sure which song I remember has him on there, but this Circus Freestyle, hard ass record, and I like hard records. I like pain music. I'm just a rapper gang. I'm from an era where we had them both. It is what it is. Let me continue. Number 10, Dramatic Girl, featuring Che, E-Crew. There it is, finally, right? It's to me, it's a good record. It's a happy 90s surfer crew vibe, right? You guys are going down to the beach. You're getting some ice cream cones, right? You're going to hang around the Shake Shack with a Burger Shack and buy you some more fries when you get hungry and get back in the water. Hopefully you don't get stung by a jellyfish and you just have a great time. This is great day music, top down, right? So, again, this is a California vibe to me, in my opinion, right? And I like it. I dig it. And I'm right there with you, right? So I feel like this one is a Andre 3000 influence to me. If you listen to it, Tyler the Creator, right? A lot of stuff that with the singing and the melodies, I feel like he was influenced and he got influenced by the right people. So Diamond Girl, great track. All right, end of the day. And last but not least, if my math is mathing, if I missed a track, let me know in the comments. But I don't think I did. No Blame. I felt that it was a very Tribe Called Quest, Q-Tip type of set. This guy is steeped in these old school. Like, this guy learned from the craft. Like, he was taught well. And a lot of you just think, oh, that's just a beat. But I'm hearing Q-Tip. I'm hearing the last Tribe album. If you go, there's a song almost identical to this. It's called on their album. It's called the album is called Thank You for Your Service. We got it from here. Thank you for your service. And one of the songs on there, I don't remember what exact song that Q-Tip made the beat. It is almost identical to this. I like that song. I like that record, and I like this record. So you ain't missing nothing for me. I'm not going to be skipping the last track. Sometimes you get to the last track and they want to throw their bullshit song on there, like Jay-Z threw his bullshit song at the end of what was that? Magna Carta, Oh Holy Grail. One of the songs at the end. I think, is it Beach Chair? My wife loved Beach Chair, but to each his own. Okay. End of the day, No Blame has a slow and steady beat pattern. It's very remorseful. It's a forgiving mama type of track. Once again, I think he's talking to his mama. I just hope his mama understands these records are not trying to cause her harm and pain. He's just venting. It's a very haunting record, and I hope mama, if she does listen to this, hopefully she's still around, that she doesn't take this no kind of way like, damn, you be putting my business out there or whatever. It's not about that. He's cleansing his soul. This is a very good record, gang. This Casino record, even the title doesn't tell you how good this record is, but that's that, man. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's an old hair review of this Baby Keem record. Listen, man, what did I used to do numbers. What was I doing? Oh no, I used to do A's and B's and C's, right? So I would give this record, I would give it an A++. I think I said that the A+ with 5 plus signs was like a masterpiece of some shit. I don't remember what I used to put, but I'm gonna give this on an A++. Okay, this is a very quality album. It's levels to this shit, and he hit all the levels. And I'm very, you know what I'm saying, I'm very pleased with this record, man. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. I'm out of here. I done talked y'all asses to death, man. Listen. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. Also, down in my description, I got some new links down there. I got a link for Temu. You know you shop on Temu. Hit that link. Do that. They got a $100 coupon bundle. Also, I got the ReStream link. You could go live on 8 different social media platforms at the same time. I use that exact service for my when I go live. Okay. Also got DistroKid. When you want to put your music on streaming platforms, you could do it for 7% off for the whole year. Tap in, lock in, and get it through my link, all right? Listen, man, every Wednesday night we go live on the What Show, me, TJ, and Fliz. Lock in, 9:15, 9:30, right? You don't see us at 9:15, just wait a few minutes, all right? And we're going to be on all 8 of my social media platforms that I'm using ReStream to do it, okay? And that is the new track off our new album. It's called The What Project. We barking on some hip-hop shit. Go watch that video. It's on my page. Lock in, get in the comments. Let me know what you think, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm going to catch you on that flip side. Salute the Baby King, man. Baby Keem. I'm out of here. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard and put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then send out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking. And all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like past fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here, we ain't the cheese, we the trap.